Say hire me to write Power Rangers? I say no. So this article is, well, this bit of news is almost a week old and it kind of went under my radar, but Ritchie, the CEO and the founder of Boom Studios, had this to say to the Power Rangers fandom, or the people, or the entitled Power Ranger fans who think they can do better writing the comics. So let's read this Instagram post, because this is going to be a spicy take that I'm going to have against certain people in the fandom, whether they talk about comics and stuff like that. So I'm probably going to go super unscripted, so I'm going to try not go unhinged and have too many nuclear takes. So let's read Ross's post. Hire me to write Power Rangers, you say. No, I say. What? You're so mean. Why don't you give me a chance, you say. You're being rude to Ryan Parrott, the current writer of Power Rangers and its twin series Mighty Morphin. He is doing an excellent job and the series is selling record numbers for the franchise, I say. You're saying you want me to fire a writer who is delivering in a big way to hire a complete unknown, I say. But you'll work for free, you say. I don't want anyone to work for free. Work is work. You should be paid. This is not an inducement, I say. I butchered that word. But all I need is for someone to give me a chance, you say. That could be true, but it's not my job to give you the first big break. My job is to make enough money to keep 47 people at Boom Studios employed, and that means Ryan Parrott, who did all the hard work and delivered amazing results, should keep the job he earned, I say. Yeah. So if you don't know what what Ross is saying, he's saying we're fans of Power Rangers. We'll say fans with quotation marks. I don't have the webcam on, so fans with quotation marks who say they can do a better job at writing the Power Rangers comic than Ryan Parrott, which is kind of bullshit, because I think Ryan is one of the best writers we've got for this comic series. Like Ryan and Kyle, they were the best, they are the best writers of the Power Ranger comics we've gotten so far, like with the main series. Like Kyle did a really good job. Ryan has been doing gangbusters ever since he launched Go-Go, and not only that, Ryan has done Go-Go. He took over Mighty Morphin after Beyond the Grid and that failure of a story arc. He did Power Rangers / Ninja Turtles. He did the Ranger Slayer one-shot. He's done a lot. And the thing is, when Ryan was doing those ones that I mentioned earlier, like Go-Go, Mighty Morphin, Dream Necessary Evil, he was also working on Ranger Slayer, and he was working on the Power Rangers Ninja Turtle crossover. Like, Ryan has a lot on his plate, and he does so much for the fandom. So much. Like, he's doing gangbuster after gangbuster hit with his comic, and he always delivers. And I can understand where Ross is coming from, where people say, oh, I want to write for the comic. I think I can do a good job. And people say this with the TV show as well. They think they can write a TV show for Power Rangers. Like they don't have any writing credentials. They think they can write a good story. And I'd like to see them try. Like, I would like to see them write a 20-minute episode or write several 20-minute episodes with character development, plot, stuff like that. But I don't think they would. I don't think they're capable of doing that stuff. Those people say they can do a better job. Those complete unknowns on the internet. But I understand what Ross is saying. Like I can totally understand where Ross is coming from, where they say fire Ryan and give some complete unknown a shot. That is just weird logic, thinking you can do better than Ryan, where his comics for the Power Ranger his comic run for Power Rangers is doing gangbusters. Like, they're having issues sold out, like second printings, third printings, and people think they can do better than Ryan. Is baffling. But let's keep reading his Instagram post. Also, quick little plug, follow me on Instagram, instagram.com/deoxy360. Give me a follow, please. Alright, let's read. Where was I? Since I began this Instagram account, I've been buried by random strangers demanding that I hire them to write Power Rangers. No thank you. No disrespect to anyone's aspirations, but stop asking. The answer is an ambiguous and unmoving no. I'm sure I'll get 6 more requests next week, and this post will make someone argue with me in direct messaging. You're not wrong about that. You'll get that, and you'll probably get some fat neckbeard on YouTube or someone who thinks they know about the comic industry saying you're a terrible person for turning down someone's dreams and ambitions. But I totally agree with Ross right now. So this is like a really good take, and I'm glad that like the CEO came out and said something like this, because you're always going to get those random fucks on the internet. You're always going to get those random fucks thinking they can do better than the current writer and stuff like that. And I totally agree. Like, Ryan is doing a really good job. He's writing 2 comics at the same time that interject with each other. Is interject the right word I'm looking for? Well, they loop together. That's the word I'm looking for. They loop together, like they join together. Not only that, like he did Necessary Evil last year. He did have an assistant writer, but he was doing 2 crossover comics, working on that. He did, like I said, he did the 2 crossover series comics. He did the Ninja Turtle Power Ranger stuff, the Ranger Slayer stuff. He's done a lot of stuff for the fandom with Boom Studios, and they sell gangbusters. They sell out like crazy. And then you have random strangers on the internet thinking they can do better, which is baffling for me, really baffling. But I totally support what Ross is saying. Like, I totally agree. Like, I totally agree what Ross is saying right now, where you gotta turn down those random fucking strangers on the internet thinking they can do better, or saying they should let Ryan go and give them a chance. Like, are they nuts? Are they crazy? Like, I don't get that in my comment section when it comes to the comics. Like, everyone universally loves Ryan as a writer on Power Rangers. Everyone thinks he's a really good job when it comes to my comment section. But I haven't really scrounged around on Twitter or visited other YouTube channels where people are shitting on the dude. But I think Ryan is a really well-loved writer in the Power Rangers fandom, and I can't wait to see what he does next. Like, every month when a new issue of Mighty Morphin or Go-Go or the brand new comic series drops, I'm excited to see what Ryan will do next, what plot twist he'll have, what bit of information he'll do. There'll be some stuff that confuses me, and I'll question why he does it, but I always usually put my faith in Ryan and see where he'll take, like, this franchise and the comics of telling stories with my favorite characters I grew up with. So, much love to Ryan. But yeah, like, if that was me going on a big rant. So what do you guys think of this article, of this story? I'd love to hear your thoughts, and I'd love to hear your opinions on everything going on right now, because I think I totally agree with Ross. Like I've said 5 times in this video, I totally agree with Ross and his stand on this. Like, just ignore these random fucks who want to write for the comic thinking they can do better than Ryan, because I'm sure he gets it like 100 times a week where people think they can do a better job than him or do a better job than Ryan. But Ryan is the best thing the Power Ranger franchise has gotten when it comes to the comics, and the comics is in good hands with him. Like, Ryan is a really good writer, and I put a lot of faith in the dude with what stories he'll tell the next and what issues he'll put out. Like, I trust the dude as a writer, and I can't wait to see where he goes next. But anyway, guys, I feel like I've ranted and raved enough. What do you guys think of this article? Do you think I went on too much of a bit of a spiel, too much of a bit of a rant? I barely go on rants like that, but it felt really good, to be honest. So anyway, guys, what do you guys think of this statement that the CEO of Boom put out? I think Ross is a really cool guy, and I think he had to put his foot down and save us eventually, and I'm glad he did. So anyway, guys, tell me what you guys thought of this article, what you guys thought of this video. Tell me in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to hear your opinions. With that said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Take care.